Hey guys, it's Rush. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the channel. This video today, I'm going to cover the specific changes to Ken in Street Fighter 6 Season 3. So these are new bits of tech and new things you need to implement in your gameplay to get the most out of Season 3 Ken. The last video was a trolley video, so I do apologise about that, but there is no new combos for Ken in this season, but there is new tech, so let's look at that now. The first thing we'll look at is the mix-ups you get if you get a counter or punish counter low Jinrai follow-up, the Shin kick. When you do this, if you get your timing right, you do a forward dash, you'll be +9. So that will give you access to a forward dash stand heavy punch, a run overhead, and a forward throw. To get the forward throw, if they back rise, you have to do a micro walk. And you can also set up a shimmy from this situation. So when you do a forward dash, you do need to micro walk backwards a little bit to avoid the throw. With the low Jinrai follow-up in the corner, if you get the knockdown, you can do a whiff jab into OD fireball and that is +2. So this will enable you to get frame traps. And of course beat level 1s. There is also a meaty setup in the corner where you can make stand heavy punch 0 on block. And that is by doing whiff crouch light kick into an immediate stand heavy punch. If you use this technique, you will get a +5 regular hit stand heavy punch, +7 if it's counter hit. The next thing we need to talk about is Ken's level 2 now being -5 on block. -5 on block regularly, -1 in burnout. In Season 2 of Street Fighter 6, I would use Ken's SA2 to punish some things at range. So things like DJ's crouch medium kick, which is -6. It's very difficult to punish, but at space, at range, you can use SA2. So here's an example where Akuma is doing a medium fireball on block, a relatively distant spacing. And I can punish that with the SA2. So using Ken's SA2 as a punish, if you are to mess it up, you haven't got to worry at all because the pushback on it and the fact that it's -5, the opponent cannot punish it. It's very difficult to take your turn as well. You can see my stand heavy punch doesn't reach from that range. It creates a spacing between you and the opponent where it's not really clear cut whose turn it is. It really depends on what they do after that situation. However, another benefit of SA2 now is attacking drive bar. So there's a number of ways you can attack drive and you can chip at health if they're in burnout with SA2. Here's an example of the amount of drive bar damage you can do. So just under 4 full bars. In that sequence I showed you, I did do chin buster to drive rush cancel stand heavy punch. Now they can press a button between that sequence and it will cause a trade. So if they do that, you score a hit. So if you don't want to expose yourself to that trade situation, you do raw driver stand heavy punch into chin buster and immediately cancel that into the OD Jinrai kicks with the heavy kick follow up. That will lead to just below 3 bars of drive damage. So within burnout, you can attack their health bar because they'll take chip. So the sequence to do that, if you want to do maximum chip damage when they're in the corner, you can do this sequence. So not massive amounts of damage, but you can definitely kill the opponent if they're in burnout and they don't have a reversal option. So that is it for this video guys, hope that's helped. Any questions or queries always give me a shout. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.